Yesterday, reports also came out that the Lakers will not use their 17th pick on Bronny James in the first round of this upcoming draft in a couple of weeks. They have the 17th and the 55th pick. There's definitely been rumblings that they could pick up Eddy at 17 and hypothetically, if available, Bronny at the 55th pick.
Yes.
Like, let's just play fantasy real quick. Does what does that look like for you for the Lakers if they was to pick up Eddy and Bronny this draft?
I mean, it's a perfect scenario,
You
especially
think so?
if you're trying to keep Bronny. Eddy, I mean, I know people are with the 3-point generation, but Eddy is a 7-foot monster, and alongside AD, you don't think that would help?
That's well. See, Hank, this is why you're here on Lakerland, because you have to break down to the people who just automatically feel like, dude, is just going to be a big old bust. How does it work for this system? Because that's what it boils down to. How does it look with him being paired with AD?
Right. Well, we got to see what the new system is going to be with the new coach, obviously. But within this new culture of spreading the floor, Lakers play big, and especially with the roster that they have. They don't have a lot of shooters, so they got to go to their strengths. And then AD, you don't really want him playing the 5 like that. You put him at the 4, where he can stretch the floor even more at that 4 position. Let Eddy control that paint, and when the AD is down there, will help side. They're dominant. They'll look pretty good. It's kind of, I guess, sort of like Minnesota looked most of the year with Gobert and Rudy.
But do you think that this guy Eddy will clog the lane up? Is he slow?
I think he will. I think he'll clog it up. Of course, he got to get used to. He's a rookie, so he's going to have to get used to the pro game. But I think that he'll, especially with the team, he's in a perfect situation with another big, where he's not going to be expected too much of himself. He's just going to be able to develop into what they need for the system. Basically, just to clog, get rebounds, and catch, from LeBron or whoever else, with D'Lo. If we still got D'Lo, some lobs to him and clean up the paint.
Who goes? If Eddy comes into LA, eventually someone is going to go. We got Jackson Hayes. We got Jared Vanderbilt. We got Christian Wood, who just opted back in. Somebody eventually is going to be parting ways. When we talk about those guys specifically, who's more likely to bounce?
You said Jackson Hayes, and what was the other person?
Vando, and Christian Wood. Those are the guys who pretty much play that 4 or 5 position for the Lakers team. You bring in Eddy.
I mean, do they have to go though?
Yeah, because that if they were shooters, if those guys were making baskets, maybe not.
Christian can shoot when he's healthy.
Yeah, but I think that I don't know. It's weird because it just seemed like they taking up space in a sense. To me, you're right. I think they could be useful, but because maybe it's because of Darvin Ham. Maybe if another coach comes in and can, put people at their true positions and different things. So maybe it was Darvin Ham. Maybe it was that.
They definitely got to get some more shooting. They have to address the shooting this off season rather. And AD has said publicly that he wants to keep the team intact, including bringing D'Lo back.
I mean, I'm gonna be real, Hank. To me, there's not I don't want to be disrespectful, but there's not a lot of box office talent coming out of the draft this year.
No, it's not. So
the Lakers, you could get a pass drafting for headlines more or less than talent. So I'm good with that, but just don't do nothing stupid like using the 17th pick for Bronny James. That's just ridiculous.
Now, Eddy, how many years has he played in college? He's a pretty seasoned collegiate athlete, if I'm not mistaken.
He might be 4 or 5 in, if I'm not mistaken.
So he's coming in well trained, well coached. That's how they used to do it back in the day.
But he's coming in, his style of play, the way he's played isn't the same. I mean, he plays more like Joker. He don't like, I don't think he like play outside like that. So
he's a true center. He's a true center. But I mean, what the Lakers kind of need that. We've been
That's
saying
what the
we needed
Lakers
like a
need. Yeah.
Dwight Howard or JaVale McGee or something, and you're getting a young version that we missed. What is it? We traded Zubac. We talked about that earlier, that they would have kept Zubac.
Yep. Yep.
Now you
Yep.
get somebody that's younger. He's going to come in almost like a. I always say with guys that stay 4 or 5 years are better than rookies because they got time to kind of, especially in a big time program. They usually come in more seasoned. So we'll see how it turns out, but I think he'd be a solid rookie for the Lakers. Especially with the draft not being as deep.
Yeah, man. I think the Lakers really could get a pass, just drafting off of storylines. I'm still not sold that Bronny is ready, but it's going to be interesting. We got a couple weeks away. But yeah, man, Laker land, y'all let us know what y'all think about Eddy and Bronny being added possibly to this team. Mr. 81 say the Lakers should go after Missy from Baylor. Yeah. But my thing about that is I feel like the Lakers will win if they was to get him and Eddy, not him and LeBron, not him and Bronny. And I don't think the chances of them being able to get Missy and Eddy is not going to happen.
Here's the whole wrench in the game. What if LeBron leaves anyway? How's this all look?
If he was auditioning JJ Redick, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I say, something doesn't feel right. What if he was auditioning, doing this pardon for JJ Redick for this job, and the Lakers, the organization backdoored him and went there to, and do you blame the Lakers for targeting the future of the team? Let me ask you that.
It's their team. It's their team. It's not LeBron's team. It isn't even like, it's not even like they drafted him like Cleveland did and they feel some type of allegiance, so to speak, like Kobe. I think they would do a lot more for Kobe or Magic because they were drafted here. He came here as a free agent. He's a great all-time player, but there's going to be some things that you're just not going to do because they got to think about the future of the team when he leaves and when he retires.
Some will argue LeBron has already laid at least me. I'll speak for myself. I will argue that some will say that he's helped lay the foundation for the future by getting Anthony Davis under uniform and under contract.
I mean, in some ways, yes, but at the same token, he came because of LeBron. So when LeBron leaves, and especially if they start losing, is he going to be a disgruntled big man and want to leave? So you kind of not, it's kind of not the future. You still have to get rid of him.
This is why I said, Lakerland, I need some confirmation that Anthony Davis and LeBron, especially AD, I need some confirmation that he's good with Coach Hurley, because I ain't really heard much at all about JJ Redick. Anthony Davis spoke on Rondo coaching.
Yeah, that was
publicly.
another candidate. And like I say, then I just say maybe that's the super staff. Maybe it's Hurley, Redick, Rondo, and maybe some type of other veteran coach on that bench.
Man, that'll be crazy. For the latest and greatest on your Los Angeles Lakers, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we appreciate the support. Follow us on social media at Lakerland Show and join our Playback TV room for our free VIP access to our Lakers watch parties and, of course, the Lakerland podcast. That's playback.tv/Lakerland.